Welcome to the brand new home of McNamara Troy. The boys of Nip Tuck have pulled up stakes and moved from Miami to LA, and I am first on the set. Okay, so you're back for season 5, and things have changed. You've moved from Miami to LA.
Yes.
And they're hungry in Miami, but they're even hungrier here in LA.
Well, they're hungry here, but we also run into this problem that everybody here is a kind of celebrity plastic surgeon. So everybody's kind of known, and us being these kind of big fish in this, what we call kind of little pond in Miami, have now come to Hollywood, which is this pond that we don't understand. It's twice the size, and with twice as many big fish in it. This whole fish thing's kind of getting a little corny, but you know what I'm saying, right?
I know what you're saying. Yeah. And do you feel like, you were going to come here and just kill it? You're these hot shots in Miami.
Well, particularly Christian. Christian's here, and he thinks that he's just going to nail this town, in regards to, the practice, in regards to all the women in the town, and then he kind of finds out, slowly but surely, actually it's not even that slowly, it's pretty quickly, that he's not the only hot shot on the block, and that he's not the only kind of, fast-talking, smooth-talking doctor and all that kind of stuff. And so things kind of go tumbling downhill, which is always what happens on our show.
And you sort of overextended yourself by this absolutely humongous...
Yeah, I mean, this stuff is extravagant. The size of these sets are just enormous, and that's to give us the kind of feel that we've purchased this space, which is probably 3 or 4 times the size of what we should have. And we've extended ourselves beyond what we actually have. So... we're running into financial problems. I mean, we did a scene the other day where they were taking back our fish because we hadn't paid the bill. I mean, it's getting a little ridiculous. And we literally start the season with the 2 of us playing basketball because there's nobody to operate on. And then we start getting clients because of some very kind of extraneous kind of reasoning. We go out and shop for clients.
Oh, I see. Well,
and it gets a little nasty, too.
Well, what do you think would be better, to have the real, say, whether it's Lindsay Lohan or somebody to come in, or whether it's somebody who's acting as if they were Lindsay Lohan?
I think it just depends. I think that both are reasonably applicable. I mean, particularly in Hollywood, you got people trying to be like other people, trying to be like stars all the time. So that kind of bleeds into what we're doing. I mean, we've got people... We do this funny thing in the next episode where we have these Marilyn Monroe lookalikes who have this competition at the Chinese Man Theater. And so you use that kind of stuff for kind of hysterical circumstances, or you can use the realistic stuff. So it just kind of depends.
Now, I heard, I think it was the Hollywood Reporter today, they said a couple of guest stars have been announced. Portia de Rossi's coming on.
She is, yes.
And, what's she playing?
Well, she's a lesbian mother who becomes involved with another character on the show, and I think that Christian tries to get in on both.
Ah.
That's just kind of his path. What can I say?
And Lauren Hutton is also
Lauren Hutton, she plays a publicist, and she started working last week. She plays we decide, actually she kind of makes the decision for us, but we actually decide that we're going to need a publicist in order to get our business started. So, we do things, cover shoots for Us Magazine and Playgirl, I think, is it? Playgirl? Yes. All this kind of stuff.
Very
raunchy, very sexy, very hysterical, very Nip Tuck.
Very LA, too.
Yes.
And what's up with Rosie O'Donnell? There was that spin-off thing. What's going on? Is she coming back at all?
I don't know anything about the spin-off thing, but I do know that she's coming back for a few episodes. I think it's like 3 or 4.
Ah, so Dawn Budge will be back.
Dawn Budge is always back.
Will there be any more Rosie and Julian
I'd say so.
sex scenes?
If there's any money we can get out of it, I'm sure that Christian will go for it.
Well, he needs money, obviously,
this
season. My goodness.
More desperately than he did last year, that's for sure. So.
Now, tell me about, you also do a job this year as a consultant for a Hearts and Scalpels type show, and it's, what is it, like a soap opera?
Well, see, this is where Lauren Hutton comes in, and she decides that the best way for us to get clientele is for us to be on a TV series. And so we go on as these consultants, and then we decide that we don't want just consultants, don't want to be just consultants. We want to be producers and have a